Probably ain't got no rain because I ain't been playing in no fucking leagues but no my pack.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll look to throw right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them.
Rather me talk shit about it than somebody else.
And knock the ball away.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Who else playing, man? I hit that 14-yard line.
Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
But I'm on everybody love me. That means I
There's
can't
a
leave.
hush indeed. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Look at the sandwich cutter. Look at the moves.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Yeah, they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
On the carry, it's Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Stevens. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle. It got his man, complete. The 40, past the 20.
You got to love it, baby. Give me some more.
Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 97 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
He's still forfeit. Get out of here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Stevens lets it fly for Thielen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game.
Yeah,
Plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete.
Rodgers pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. That catch good for only a couple. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score. Packers 14. Vikings.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lead. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, check 26. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Stevens. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Cousins again. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Smith Jr.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps. but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away. Incomplete. Well, that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Check 30. Check 55.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Going for a right side here, complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
32-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
4 yards.
23 yards on the play.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Marcel Darius on the stop. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Rodgers going to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Now 4th down and goal.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First down, Vikings.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First down.
Play action. Here's Stevens. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Dalvin.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he finds Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's
from the 28, it's 2nd. This third quarter. They'll go again to Jones. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stevens. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
First down run by Jones, not going to work out as he's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 31, Vikings 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. Oh, spinning away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They run. Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down.
Stevens. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
18 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Stevens got a man and he hits him in stride. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Throwing on first down, Stevens. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30.
It's over.
The
It's
20.
over. Let's dominate.
10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 89 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Where they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by George Iloka. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Stevens.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Stevens. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A.
Complete to Will
Fuller. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Bullock lining up for the point after.
Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Goff now to throw. Flushed out right. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Number 23, Cam.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Goff going to get this to Akers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To try again after the sack. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
6-yard pickup brings up second.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it with Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Now Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 300. Receptions, not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Will Fuller. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
Rams 14. Jaguars 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Rams 21. Jaguars 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Stills, incomplete.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10.
Always
touchdown, Jaguars. Melvin Gordon, 96 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd and 10, Goff steps away. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Now a run with Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
Goff.
Down, Los Angeles.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down throw. Goff. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, Goff again. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
He's brought down
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw him.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown.
Complete to
Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 19 tight, 19 tight. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Check. Wings. 26 Mike. Here we go again.
They're going to try and throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
So number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Gone. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Will Fuller.
4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
This is caught at the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's